get it?
Mm-hmm.
Did you get it?
Get what?
Never mind. Wake up, dude.
Let's start there. That's why I'm drinking Red Bull and you're drinking beer. It's been a big week.
It's been a long week, and it's only Thursday.
Well, we did say last week. I mean, we did this. We actually did this 6 days ago here, didn't we? Because we did it on Friday, and today's Thursday, and we're doing it now because we've actually got a bit of gap in our schedule, which kind of works. So, why don't you start? And also, my voice is going as well.
It might just be Scott speaking very, very soon.
I'm getting a little bit sick. My voice is going a little bit, and I'm drinking Red Bull. So yeah, it's just been a big week. So why don't you talk about first conference? What do we do?
So BSides Las Vegas was the first one we went to. I'm just going to open my calendar just because
Where we got
days mean nothing anymore.
very epic badges as well. So for those of you not actually watching,
which one's that one? So let me see. Oh, that was the not so secure party.
No, that was the party.
Yeah. Too many badges. Hashtag badge life. Where did they come from?
Because we had the poker chips for.
Yes. Yeah.
Had the poker chips for
B-sides?
B-sides.
I have mine.
No, it's somewhere. So I had the poker. I think I chucked it in my bag. It's like in the corner of my bag, which is all the badges I've collected on this trip. So yeah, that's right. So this was the not so secure party, which we did the other night, and then the B-sides we got the poker chip.
Yes.
It?
Yeah.
All right. So you explain B-sides because your voice is a bit better than mine, right?
Yeah. So B-sides we went on. B-sides was on Tuesday and Wednesday. We went on Tuesday. And it's kind of, if you aren't familiar with the B-Sides conference series, they kind of started as like the B-side of a tape, right? It's like the other side of a main event. So
the alternate.
You'll always see B-Sides events alongside other big conferences around the world. So we have B-Sides London in the UK, which coincides with Info Security Europe. B-Sides here obviously coincides with Black Hat and DEFCON. So it's like, they basically kind of go where the crowds are and where all the security people are going to be. It's a lot more community focused. Like you saw, the vendory area in B-Sides was not very vendory at all.
It wasn't as cyber as Black Hat, but we'll get to that.
There's no dot blockchain.
No next-gen blockchain. There was literally, when we were at InfoSec EU in London 2 months ago, there was literally a stand there with someone promoting next-gen blockchain.
Like, I'm not going to start.
Don't start.
So B-Sides was really cool. It's got a lot more community feel, community focus. There's like no corporate-y stuff. Not to like discredit other events, but I do actually feel like all of these different events like provide different things. So yeah, it was really good to go there, caught up with a couple of people, watched the keynote, Bob Ward. He's like ex-Yahoo Twitter security guy.
DNC now.
So yeah, that was really cool. And then it was mostly just like hallway track. Have we actually been to a talk yet?
We've seen some people talk.
Oh, the guy. Oh, sure. I'll bring my picture up in a minute. Was that the one you mean? When I was in the pool? No. Okay. Different one. But yeah, apart from Bob's keynote.
Oh, not the ball pit.
Yeah. What other talk have we seen apart from seeing a person talk than that?
No. Don't worry. I'm lost now.
There we go. So yeah, that was really good, and it was literally this hallway con. Really good events for having so many people in the same place. Like literally within the same small radius.
Yeah.
It's just been crazy the amount of
It
people.
was, and this is the thing. It actually reminds me a little bit, and you wouldn't have seen this, but the MVP Summit in Seattle every year, where you just end up with so many people in one place, and they've all got badges similar to the various things we'll show you in just a moment. Wandering around, a lot of strange faces, but a lot of people that did actually recognise us too. Oh, I got my Scott Helm stickers. I'm glad we put these microphones on there. There's a number of people that have said, yeah, we...
I said a tweet about this before.
Have you got the stickers? And, of course, I've got all my Have I Been Pwned stickers, which is good. People are happy with those. The number of people that want a Who the Fuck is Scott Helm sticker as well. So...
I was literally walking around the conference and it's like, who the fuck are you? And I'm like, what?
It has been funny. There is a backstory to this, which was when we did Cyberbroken in, I think it was London, was probably the first time we did these. London and Oslo earlier in the year. Yeah, we have a bit of banter. It's a fun talk with a bunch of relevant InfoSec stuff as well. We're talking a little bit about the way people troll you on Twitter. And at one point in time, I think I'd copied Scott into a thread about something, about some crypto stuff. And someone was like, who the fuck is Scott Helm? Like, why do you always copy him into your things? Is he your alter ego? And I was like, oh, I just got to get stickers.
Here we go now.
So, if anyone wants one of the elusive Scott Helm stickers, come see me.
Come track us down.
At an event
And as long as you shout, who the fuck are you, then you can have a sticker.
Fine. All right, we're going to put a language rating on this thing.
Yeah. Oh, we've done it. There's 2. It's Vegas.
I forgot the last one. Yeah.
It's both Vegas's.
It's fine. All right, so we did BSides, Black Hat as well. I don't know my badge because I think I filed that away already.
So we went there first on
I
Wednesday,
do have
right?
the Black Hat schedule, which is good. So that was Wednesday. You know what else I got? You keep talking. Explain what Black Hat is. I'm going to find my bag of goodies.
So Black Hat is like the super corporate one. Remember, you're still on mic when you walk around because we're on there.
Yeah. No, I know.
You can't just like swear to yourself.
I won't swear.
Now I'm going to listen to Troy explore his hotel room.
I'm trying to find my bag.
So yeah, Black Hat is like the. It's the more corporate of the events. DEFCON is super underground hacker convention. Black Hat is lots of people in suits and jackets and things like that. And
I've got like a bag.
sorry, I just want to watch you.
Oh, no, I found it.
I just want to watch
Sorry.
you like
Put it
be
here.
lost.
Um,
Oh yeah. So
It's a swag bag. So basically, I got to go home and take the kids some stuff.
I'm sure all the vendors will be so happy if I was learning that all of their like hard thought out swag that they
But-
gave away on the booth was literally
All right,
just
so
to
some of this
entertain
is
our
actually
children.
like presents, but if I go through and I look at some of the other stuff, they were
like
actually
thump.
like really good water bottles too.
Oh
weren't they?
yeah,
Like
so
good
we
water
actually
bottles.
specifically went back to get these. So like proper swell water bottles. If you haven't,
Bouncy balls that do light up. It's very nice.
if you haven't got a swell bottle, you should actually get one. They're cool.
I don't know what these guys are actually selling, but I got a bouncy ball. These are great. Have you seen these before?
So not until.
So
So now my kid has one. I'm super.
this
just
week's
like,
update is just gone completely off the rails. If you're listening to this, it's a cow with rubber bands on the arms, and what you can do is you can basically stretch them out like that. Now I have not pulled the battery tab,
Let's do it.
but no. Okay, do it.
Yeah, they're going.
Ready? So when you let it go,
Oh my god! What has happened?
now I ask you, what were
Why?
these people selling?
Who was it? Come on, let's have a look.
But okay, but just don't say it because we don't. I don't even know who they are.
Yeah.
And I don't know what they sell. All I know is I got a cow and I also got a pig. So both my kids are covered.
I told my little boy that the batteries are going to run out in that. About tomorrow.
That can be arranged.
Yeah.
But, you know, just lots of stuff like what's this? Robot or a cool car, like construction kits. So much random stuff. Whiskey ice ball maker. Maybe won't give that to the kids. That one. Thank you, check marks. And it just goes on and on. There's like literally an entire bag full of stuff.
It
And
was
we
nuts.
haven't even done the vendor stands.
Oh,
at,
where's your sword?
Oh yeah. Oh,
To be like,
I know where my sword is.
we actually went and found the vendor specifically because we saw people walking around. What's the game called? It's gonna kill myself. It's the one with all the blocks and the squares where you build things. Troy, what's that game called?
Minecraft.
Minecraft. That's it.
It's
Look
like-
at this. Yeah.
Honestly, we've been working. And it does light up. I won't put a battery tab on this one, otherwise I think it might end up just like
Being
draining
dead.
my suitcase.
Yeah. So we had sword fights at Black Hat.
It was very, very
But they
serious.
gave like a room full of hackers, swords and frisbees, and it's like,
I
what were
know,
you
right,
expecting?
what do you think was gonna
Like,
happen?
Where did we think this was going to end up?
On there's like a more factual note. I guess the thing about events like that, same as InfoSec EU, same as RSA, is they are massive vendor shows, and it's just like endless stands of every security vendor you can imagine.
So big.
It was just a massive hall. Now that said,
And there was two.
yeah, I know. Well, we finished the first one. We're like, wow, that was big, and then it's like, holy.
It went into
like,
the next
this
one,
next
and then my soul just like dissolved away.
But it was super interesting. Well, we won't name names, but it was kind of curious where we'd go up to, say, some stands of organisations that you and I have worked with very closely for many years, and they'd be like, hi, can we tell you about our thing? And like,
Yes, go on. Like,
you know, it's your Twitter account who keeps tweeting my stuff, right?
it is funny, but then it kind of like that really, and like a lot of the questions that I get asked, and you know, like when you approach a stand and stuff, that really kind of indicates to me that a lot of the time, the people like running the front of house at the stand, like sometimes I get the feeling that, you know, in some companies they do work for them, but sometimes I'm just wondering, like, are they just hired, like hired hands kind of thing?
Well-
Because some of them just,
They're definitely marketing droids, but are they, employed by the company, or are they marketing droids?
I did wonder in some circumstances, and it just felt like they were there to scoop people in. Like, and again, like, I don't want to name vendor names, but there was one stand that we were walking past, super big company, every single person watching this will know the name. And it's like, come and watch like our 5-minute presentation and you get a free t-shirt. And it's like,
Got to stop pumping that.
if getting a free t-shirt is the thing that you want to use to draw me in, so like, look at the 5-minute demo of your product, I'm like, really? Like, that just makes me not want to go see it now.
No, not the t-shirt
Well,
anyway.
perhaps I'm just not their target market for Black Hat, but...
But again, like the beneficial stuff for us is that we saw a heap of people that you and I know.
Yeah, that was cool.
Like we bumped into Miko Hoopenin this morning. That was very nice. A
Saw
bunch
Jim
of
Manico
other.
the other day. He was
Jim
there.
Manico, saw him yesterday. He was good. Just a heap of people, and I'm sure it'll be more of this tomorrow and the next day at DEFCON as well. So moving on to DEFCON, so you gave me a little bit of history I didn't know before. Do you want to just explain this for context, the relationship with?
So I gave you like a little bit of a run through, but I guess so. Black Hat kind of spun off from DEFCON, and DEFCON remained as like you've seen it already. You go, you pay like $250 cash on the door. There's no registration names or marketing lists. It's like
300?
super.
300?
Sorry, 300 now this year actually.
I
Yeah. So it's DEFCON is like very much the kind of underground, and I'm air quoting for people listening. And Black Hat is the super corporate side, and they were spawned from like the same person basically, and now Black Hat has been like spun off and I believe like kind of like sold and is now operated separately, but they do come from the same origins. But I think, and now that you've seen like the two of them, that they are quite rightly two very different experiences. Like they are very complementary in many ways. So it's nice to do Black Hat and then come to DEFCON and see the complete opposite end of the spectrum.
I mean, this is a perfect example. So this is my Black Hat badge. For those of you listening, it's just a standard lanyard. Troy Hunt, have I been pwned? This is the DEFCON badge,
Which is cool,
which is super cool. And this, I'll explain it for those of you who can't quite see it, or for those of you who are listening as well. It's got like some kind of, it's just not a crystal, but some
like crystalline
organic
rock
thing on the front, and on the back there's a little circuit board, and the little circuit board's got some LEDs on it. It's got it does have a speaker as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it beeps.
And then you can push them together, and we're not quite sure. It's like some of these light up.
Mine started beeping.
I think if you wrote, no, well, not beeping, it's just flashing.
Sorry, yeah, buzzing.
So anyway, everyone's trying to figure out what these things do, because the badges themselves are an entire puzzle. And apparently when you go and solve some things, and other things light up, and
Changes colour as well?
Yeah, it's meant to change colour. I'm still not sure exactly how it works. So it's been really interesting, actually, just to look at the Twitter thread for DEFCON, or even just the Badge Life hashtag.
That's so cool.
And it is just the most bizarre thing, isn't it? Now, I checked the figures again. They, excuse me, they reckon 30,000 people this year.
Wow.
Which is just massive, in multiple different casinos and conference centres, etc. And some of the characters walking around there it's amazing. Like the different sort of the amount of antennas
LEDs.
and people covered in LEDs and every hair colour you can ever imagine, and just like it's just an absolutely fascinating kind of collection of people.
Yeah, for sure.
We didn't get much time there today because we'd already been at Black Hat, and then frankly I needed a little bit of downtime, as you can probably hear. Stop it.
Play my side violin.
So we'll probably do a little bit more of that tomorrow and the next day. All right, so let me talk briefly about data breaches, because holy crap, there's some massive ones at the moment. You say data? Data? What do you say, data?
Yes, I say
Yeah, I
properly.
say data. Sorry. Yeah, of course you do.
Let's put a poll. Let's put a poll up.
I think the numbers are against
Jean-Luc Picard calls him data. That's all I need.
Right, one that I put in 4 days ago, Cafe Press. Now, this was interesting for multiple reasons. One, because I was in there. Two, because I didn't know why I was in there. I couldn't remember having an account at Cafe Press. And you must have this as well. It's like, why was I on this site? I went through, pulled my record out. It was my old Hotmail address that I haven't used for some time, so that kind of dates it a little bit. It seems like, and there were a bunch of people that got notifications from Have I Been Pwned. And a bunch of people popped up and said, I have never used this site. I don't want to know why my data's in there. And it looks like Cafe Press, which could do like branded merchandise and stuff, there are probably other properties that do similar things sitting on top of the same underlying system. So I don't know if I gave my data to Cafe Press or a different brand, or if it's the same for other people. I could actually do a password reset against my own Hotmail address, which was interesting. Other people said they couldn't even do that, so maybe the Cafe Press wasn't the coalface. What I found kind of interesting with this one, though, is that I got I saw a tweet weeks ago from an account about the breach, and I saw the tweet. A bunch of people pointed me to the tweet. It's like, okay, so there's news out there about this breach, and then when I was in San Fran, this must have been about 10 days ago, I got notifications from a couple of other services that are similar to Have I Been Pwned. So 2 other services. And I got notifications because, of course, my Hotmail address was in there. Now, all of these services have been pwned, other ones that do similar things. Everyone gets data at different times and different cadences and things. So it's like, okay, whatever, this went to these other organisations first. Okay, I've had these 2 notifications. So now there was the thing 3 weeks ago and then the thing about 10 days ago. And it's like, obviously this is data which is out there and it's broadly circulating. Now, when I went to try and find disclosures, I couldn't find any disclosure messages. When I went to try and find press, I couldn't find any press. But on the other hand, it's like, well, it's publicly announced, and then there's enough data floating around that multiple different other organisations have it. So I put it in Have I Been Pwned. 77% of the records were already in there. And then suddenly it gets press, because the thing is, when it goes into Have I Been Pwned, because I've got like 2.8 million something subscribers now, I passed the 2.8 million mark the other day, a bunch of people get emails, and I think it was like 135,000 emails or something I sent, which was kind of interesting, because that meant then that suddenly all these people see it, and then it's on Forbes, and it's on the Wall Street Journal and stuff like this. So I just found it kind of interesting that like an incident like this can happen, and
just like skates under the radar.
Well, this is the thing. So, and don't hold me accountable for this, but I've seen some of the press say that this organisation knew about the breach and just like strengthened password requirements or something like this, as opposed to disclosing it. Now, I don't know.
Oh, were they the one that like said it was like an update or something? Were they the one that weren't being truthful in their announcement?
Well, there's been that's what the press has said. I'm not sure that that's entirely true, or if it was just coincidental. I'm yet to see a statement from these guys. This was 4 days ago now. Certainly no one's contacted me about it. So I'm just a little bit surprised.
These are working days as well, so they've had...
Yeah, these are business days too, because we're on Thursday now. So anyway, there's that one. There's another one being loaded into Have I Been Pwned right now, which is about 6 times larger than that. It is an incident that is known.
Wi-Fi.
It has been disclosed. It has been in the press. The organisation involved has actually handled it really well, and I've reached out to them in advance as well, just to be really clear about it. So I think by the time this video goes out, that data breach will be live. I won't say which one it is, just in case. And then another recent one that happened, someone has just sent me today as well. So I'm going to have to try and get those in. But it's just, like, where does it stop?
Do you mean like data breaching in the hotel room?
I've literally been sitting here, loading data breaches. So there's going to be...
Yeah. Sorry.
So anyway, there's a lot more of people being pwned at the moment. So that'll go out in... I think what I'm going to do, like, we're going to go out and have some dinner, and I think when I come back, hopefully that would have finished populating into table storage in Azure, and I can just hit the button to make stuff live and searchable. So, non-stop data breaches. Last thing, sponsorship-wise, I got Strong DM sponsoring my blog again this week, so big thanks to those guys. Enables you to see what happens when we replay and analyse incidents that you can't get that anywhere else. So Strong DM is quoting Splunk's CISO just there. So go and check out Strong DM. Thank you for those guys, or to those guys for sponsoring me. You're out of here. Well, you're out of here Sunday, aren't you?
Sunday, yes.
Okay, so and you're back to the UK. I'm back to Oslo on Saturday because of the way around the world tickets and things work. So I will be doing this from Oslo next week. When are we seeing each other next, actually?
It could be a little while, actually.
It might not even be till January. It can't be that long. 4 or 5 months away for NDC Security in NDC London. Wow, seems like I've seen you like half a dozen times this year.
Should do like
anyway,
we should do a remote one. We should do a special.
We could do a remote Q&A or something. If you'd like to see us do a remote Q&A or AMA or something like that, maybe we should do that. That could be fun.
That would be nice.
It's easy enough to do. All right. Hey, thank you very much for watching. I hope you find the stuff on the at least the events interesting. I hope you enjoyed the flying cow as well. I thought that was
If you're here, come and say hi.
If you're here, come and say hi. I will have Scott Helm stickers. All right. Thanks for watching.